So anyway, I was talking about steak. Here in Rivas, there is a place here where you can get not steak, but like a lot of meat, which is plenty for my protein. And it is less than 100 Cordobas. Anyway, so here is my adjectives and comparative adjectives lesson. And I just talk about adjectives. So, like, subject plus to be plus adjective. That's how you form a sentence using an adjective, and then the function is to describe a noun. Then there are comparative adjectives, which are form, subject plus to be plus comparative plus than plus noun. Function is to compare one noun with another. And then I have my little practice lesson, which I made. I absolutely love making these lessons because, they really helped me understand how to use that TEFL type of teaching where you don't sit there and you're like, so red is rojo, blue is azul. You do all sorts of fun stuff. I made like a whole script almost, and I've got like adjectives and comparative adjectives. Objectives. Students will learn about adjectives and comparative adjectives. So I really had to increase student talk time, and I didn't have much time to write on the board. So what I did was I wrote all these things out on computer, printed them out, and then put them all over the board. I was the only one who did that. And my teacher said I wasted so much paper, so I couldn't do that anymore because I would have 20 pages pasted on the wall. I was just like, like if I have to increase the student talk time, I should just point to these things and they should read them. So I was like, plop, 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 plop. And then my teacher was like, you should write on the board. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll write on the board. But I thought I would use this type of method because it's kind of like having a PowerPoint, but with like paper, because we didn't have a PowerPoint thing, we didn't have a projector. So, yeah. And then I also did this practical teaching week. Oh my gosh, where every day we taught something and it was crazy, but it was a lot of fun. And I really enjoyed it. And I had some pretty cool lessons. I had a lesson on prepositions, can and able to, can and able to, can and able to, can and able to, because my teacher wanted me to do that. And because, my students were like, can and able to, okay. And so, they like can and able to. So we went over that plenty. And this one is a cool one. Months of the year and ordinal numbers. I went over those. That was a lot of fun. And then I have here prepositions and where. That was another lesson I did. So I did like a dialogue. And this one was inspired by a YouTube video I found. And I just changed it. So Maria and Juan go to their uncle's house for the holiday. Maria says, "Hello, Juan. Aren't you going to visit your uncle at his new house? I'm so excited." Juan says, "Yes, Maria. I love visiting my uncle during holidays. Our aunt has written the instructions on how to get there so we don't get lost." Maria says, "Wonderful. Let's go over it now." Juan says, "Okay, let me read it out loud." Directions. Uncle lives in the village of San Miguel. It is next to the San Miguel River. Take the lane behind our house. Follow it until you reach the San Miguel River. It flows under a bridge. Maria says, "That means we have to follow the main road to get to the river. Let's go, Juan." Juan says, "Yes, Maria. We will read the rest of the instructions once we get..." Maria once we get there. Okay, so there was a typo, a major typo. Um, Once we get there, part two, let's take a closer look. Look at the instructions that Juan read to Maria. Uncle lives in the village of San Miguel. It is next to the San Miguel River. Take the lane behind our house. Follow it until you reach the San Miguel River. It flows under a bridge. So I use, in, next, behind, and under. And it's in a story. It's in a dialogue, which has a story, a plot, and you really get to go over how it's used. So that was a really cool lesson. These Canon Able to ones are cool. I drew like the village also of San Miguel, and I pointed to the students where things were. This is a funny one. Teresa and Cisco want burgers. It's a dialogue. It says, "Hello, Cisco. How are you?" Cisco says, "I am fine, thank you. How are you, Teresa? Can you cook hamburgers for us tonight?" I'm just being silly. So yeah, very cool lessons, and I should take screenshots or take pictures of every single page and post them on my Facebook because they are really, really awesome. Now that I look back at them, I'm like, whoa, look at what I made. I did a whole paper on adverbs, and I also had a professional development paper. So I think I'll start with that because that's one of my coolest ones. And then I'll post it on here on my blog as well, the photos, because I did a really good job on my adverbs paper and my professional development and stuff. So that is it for my video. I hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned to my blog, Therese in Rivas. Have a great day. Bye.